Welcome to Finance Forum, where we don't just talk about money, we talk about how people think about money. Today, I want to challenge something I hear far too often. I already know enough about finance. I'm doing fine. I earn good money. I don't need help. If you've ever said that, this episode is especially for you. Part 1. The Surface Confidence. One of the most common things I see in the real world, and I mean this with full respect, is people confusing income with financial intelligence. I've had conversations with professionals earning $50,000, $200,000, even households pulling in over $500,000 a year. And yet, no emergency fund, no structured investments, no plan for retirement, living month to month, only with fancier things. It's a dangerous illusion. I make a lot, so I must be financially secure. But financial security is not a number. It's a system, a mindset, a structure. Part 2. The Reality Check. Let me paint you a real picture. A family working in aerospace. Very successful. Combined income? $500,000. To most of us, that's rich. That's set for life level. But here's the shocker. They had no real savings strategy, no optimized insurance plan, and their mortgage, car loans, private school fees, travel costs, and lifestyle habits swallowed every dollar. They declined a financial consultation because they thought they didn't need help. They said, "We're doing well. We know how to manage." But the truth? They were doing well on the surface, but under the surface, they were financially fragile. This is not uncommon. This is normal in high-income households. Why? Because our society teaches us how to earn, but not how to grow or protect wealth. Part 3. Breaking the Ego Loop. Now let's talk about ego. Financial knowledge isn't about reading one article or managing your own paycheck. It's about seeing the bigger picture, your future, your risks, your opportunities. And yet, many people hesitate to talk to a financial professional. Why? Because deep down, they feel like asking for help is a sign of weakness. Or worse, they think it's a waste of time. Let me say this clearly. Not seeking advice is one of the costliest decisions you'll ever make. Just like you wouldn't do your own surgery, you shouldn't navigate your entire financial life on gut feeling. Let me give you a real-world example. I met Daniel, a 39-year-old engineer working in a high-paying aerospace job. His wife is in healthcare. Together, their household income was over $400,000 a year. They had 2 luxury cars, owned a nice home, traveled often, and dined at premium restaurants. From the outside, successful. But Daniel had zero investment strategy, no life insurance, no education fund for his 2 young kids, credit card debt around $14,000. And when I asked if they had a retirement plan, he said, "I guess we'll just keep working." Here's the kicker. Daniel refused a full financial review. He said, "I've got this under control. I've read a few finance books. I know what I'm doing." That's the ego loop. Part 4. The real path to financial growth. So what does it really take? Clarity. Knowing exactly where your money goes and why. Structure. Having a system that saves, grows, and protects your wealth. Discipline. Learning to say no, even when you can afford it. Accountability. Talking to someone who keeps you on track. Your income is just the tool. The outcome depends on your plan. That's why even someone earning $60,000 with discipline and guidance can build more wealth than someone making $200,000 without it. Part 5. Mindset Shift. Let's flip the mindset. Instead of saying, "I know enough," say, "I'm open to learning more." Instead of, "I make good money," Say, am I growing that money smartly? Instead of, I don't need help, say, could expert advice take me further? Financial freedom isn't just numbers. It's peace of mind. It's having options. It's knowing your money works for you, even when you're not working. That only comes when you're humble enough to learn, brave enough to ask, and disciplined enough to act. Part 6. The Call to Action. So here's what I want you to take away. If you're earning well, great. Now make it work smarter. If you've never sat down with a financial advisor, start. If you think you know everything, check again. Because money is evolving, markets are changing, and the cost of not planning is rising fast. Break the illusion. Because the biggest financial trap isn't not earning enough, it's thinking you're already fine when you're not. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Finance Forum. If this message resonated with you, we invite you to reflect, ask questions, and maybe, just maybe, sit down for a real financial conversation. Because sometimes the smartest move is realizing you don't have all the answers. Until next time, stay smart, stay open, and be smart enough to understand the world.